Hi everybody, welcome to my channel Learn With Me. This is gonna blow your mind. Genetic screening is a remarkable scientific process. It allows us to look closely at our DNA. Our DNA is like a detailed instruction manual. This manual is unique to each one of us. It holds the codes that build and operate our bodies. Genetic screening searches for specific changes or variations within these instructions. These changes are sometimes called mutations or variants. They can tell us important things about our health. They might indicate a predisposition to certain conditions. It is a way of reading parts of our personal biological story. These tests do not usually read our entire genetic code. That would be an enormous task for routine screening. Instead, they often focus on particular genes, or they look for specific markers known to be linked with certain traits or diseases. Think of it as searching for specific words or sentences in a very large book. Scientists know which genetic variations can increase the risk of developing conditions like cystic fibrosis or certain types of cancer, or even how we might respond to particular medicines. The aim is to gather information that can be useful for our health and well-being, providing clues that were previously hidden from us. The process of genetic screening typically begins with a simple sample. This sample might be a small amount of blood. It could also be saliva or cells gently scraped from the inside of your cheek. From this sample, laboratory technicians can extract your DNA. They then use sophisticated technologies to analyze it. They are looking for those specific genetic markers or changes that the test is designed to find. The results are then carefully interpreted. This interpretation often requires the expertise of genetic counselors or doctors. They help explain what the findings mean for you and your family. It is crucial to understand what genetic screening can and cannot do. It often tells us about probabilities, not certainties. Finding a genetic variation linked to a disease does not always mean a person will definitely develop that disease. Many factors, including lifestyle and environment, also play significant roles in our health. Genetic screening offers a glimpse into our potential genetic predispositions. It is a tool that provides information, a piece of a much larger puzzle that constitutes our individual health. Understanding this distinction is fundamental to making informed decisions based on the results. The importance of genetic screening in modern medicine and personal health is steadily growing. It offers a unique window into our inherited predispositions. This knowledge can be incredibly powerful. It can help individuals understand their risk for certain conditions long before any symptoms appear. This foresight allows for proactive steps to be taken. For example, someone might learn they have a higher genetic risk for heart disease. They could then make informed lifestyle changes. These changes, such as diet and exercise, could potentially reduce their actual risk of developing the illness later in life. Genetic screening holds particular significance for family planning. Prospective parents can undergo screening to see if they carry genetic mutations for certain inherited disorders. These are conditions that could be passed on to their children. Conditions like Tay-Sachs disease or sickle cell anemia are examples. If both parents are carriers for the same recessive condition, there is a chance their child could inherit the disorder. Knowing this information beforehand allows couples to explore various options. They can make informed decisions about starting or expanding their family, perhaps considering prenatal diagnosis or other reproductive technologies available to them. Furthermore, genetic screening plays a vital role in understanding conditions that run in families. If several family members have developed a particular illness, such as breast or colon cancer, genetic screening can help identify if an inherited gene mutation is responsible. This information is not just important for the person being tested, it can also be highly relevant for their relatives. Other family members might then choose to be tested. This can lead to earlier detection and preventative measures for those who are also found to carry the mutation, creating a cascade of beneficial knowledge through generations. Beyond individual and family health, genetic screening also contributes to broader public health initiatives. By studying genetic variations across populations, researchers can gain deeper insights into the patterns of diseases. This knowledge can inform public health strategies and prevention programs. It can help identify groups who might benefit most from targeted screening efforts. Understanding the genetic underpinnings of common diseases can also spur the development of new treatments and therapies. This makes genetic screening a tool that benefits not only individuals today but also potentially entire communities in the future through advancements in medical science. One of the most compelling benefits of genetic screening is the potential for early detection of diseases. Many serious conditions, if identified at an early stage, can be managed more effectively. Treatments are often more successful, and outcomes can be significantly improved. For instance, learning about a high genetic predisposition to certain cancers might lead to more frequent or earlier screening tests, like mammograms or colonoscopies. This diligence means that if a cancer does develop, it is more likely to be found when it is smaller and has not spread. This early warning system is a profound advantage that genetic information can provide. Personalized medicine is another exciting frontier that genetic screening helps to unlock. Our genetic makeup can influence how our bodies respond to different medications. Some people might metabolize a drug very quickly, making it less effective. Others might process it very slowly, increasing the risk of side effects. Genetic screening can help predict these responses. Doctors can then tailor prescriptions, choosing the most appropriate drug and dosage for an individual. This reduces trial and error. It leads to safer and more effective treatments, moving away from a one-size-fits-all approach to healthcare and towards truly individualized care. Knowing about potential genetic risks can also empower individuals to make informed lifestyle choices. If a screening test reveals a higher likelihood of developing type 2 diabetes, for example, a person might be more motivated to adopt a healthier diet. They might also increase their physical activity levels. These proactive changes can significantly reduce the chances of the disease actually manifesting. Genetic information can act as a powerful catalyst. It encourages preventative behaviors that can have a lasting positive impact on long-term health and overall quality of life, putting more control into the hands of the individual. For some individuals, genetic screening can bring a sense of relief from uncertainty. If there is a strong family history of a particular condition, the unknown can be a source of considerable anxiety. Undergoing genetic screening, even if it reveals a risk, can provide clarity. It replaces fear of the unknown with concrete information. This information can then be used to formulate a plan. For those who receive reassuring results, it can alleviate long-held worries. Knowing, one way or the other, allows people to move forward and make decisions based on knowledge rather than on lingering apprehension about their genetic inheritance. Despite its many benefits, genetic screening is not without potential risks and significant ethical considerations. One major concern revolves around genetic privacy. Our genetic information is intensely personal. It is the most fundamental blueprint of who we are. Questions arise about who should have access to this data. How can we ensure it is stored securely and protected from unauthorized use or breaches? The potential for misuse of such sensitive information is a serious matter. Robust safeguards and clear regulations are essential to protect individuals' genetic privacy in an era of increasing data collection and analysis. The possibility of genetic discrimination is another significant ethical concern. There are fears that genetic information could be used to discriminate against individuals in areas like employment or insurance. For instance, could an employer be less likely to hire someone if they knew that person had a high genetic risk for a future illness? Could an insurance company charge higher premiums or deny coverage based on genetic predispositions? While laws exist in many places to prevent such discrimination, the fear remains. Ensuring that genetic information is used to empower, not penalize individuals, is a critical societal challenge we must address. The psychological impact of receiving genetic screening results also needs careful consideration. Learning about a high risk for a serious disease can cause anxiety, fear, or even depression. It can affect not only the individual, but also their family members. There is also the issue of variants of uncertain significance, where a genetic change is found, but its implications for health are not yet fully understood. This can create confusion and distress. Access to genetic counseling is vital. Counselors can help people process complex information and cope with the emotional consequences of genetic testing results, providing necessary support. In conclusion, genetic screening offers a powerful lens through which we can view our potential health futures. It holds immense promise for early disease detection, personalized medicine, and informed life choices. However, this power comes with responsibilities. We must navigate the ethical terrain with care, addressing concerns about privacy, discrimination, and the emotional impact of such profound knowledge. A balanced approach is paramount. This means embracing the scientific advancements while simultaneously establishing strong ethical frameworks and support systems. Genetic screening is a tool, and like any powerful tool, its benefits are maximized when it is used wisely, thoughtfully, and with a deep respect for individual autonomy and well-being.